Hi Aries, welcome to December. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I get started on your reading, I want to call in some good energy. And I want to say thank you for everyone who has supported this channel by liking and sharing and commenting. And also for those who have purchased readings, thank you. I welcome your support. So let's see what's coming up for December. We have a new moon in Sagittarius, which is favorable to your sign, and a full moon in Cancer. So, which I'll talk about later. But that's kind of interesting. It's at 0 degrees Cancer. So that's one of the cardinal points. And it represents new beginnings. But full moons don't represent endings at the same time. So I feel like for a lot of us, we're going to be ending something and then getting ready to start something new. Moving into a new cycle. It's time for healing. I think this December is going to be a healing month for a lot of people. So let's see what's going on with Aries. What does Aries need to know for the month of December? What does Aries need to know? Mercury will be going direct. A lot of planets will be in direct motion. We're coming out of all that retrograde energy. Oh my God. So, and then we have eclipses coming up in 2019. So December should be interesting. So what does Aries need to know about love and relationships, love and life for the month of December? Okay, let's see what we have. The Nine of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune. The Page of Pentacles. The King of Wands. The Five of Cups. The Nine of Wands. The Ten of Wands, I'm sorry. The Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. So, some things are going to be coming to an end for some of you. But, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. So you have these two tens here. So you're starting out the month with the Nine of Pentacles. This is a card, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a card of change. And actually, this is the only major arcana in this spread. So you've got nines and tens. You're coming to the end of a cycle. The Nine of Pentacles, though, is a card of material abundance. Whatever you've been working on, it's coming to. You're seeing the fruits of your labor. You've been working for a long time on something. So you may have the house. You may have a secure financial situation. You may be, this is a card of someone who's enjoying their gardening, enjoying their money, their wealth, their security, but they're feeling lonely. Because this woman is feeling like, I wish I had someone to share all this with. So maybe you've been working really hard on work projects or advancing in your career, and you haven't really focused on relationships. And now you're feeling that sense of loneliness, like I want to share, I want to connect. I'm tired of all work and no play. I feel like you've been kind of going through a lonely period. And now you have the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing. Whatever your situation is, if you've been going through a difficult time, a time of struggle, a time of wondering how things were going to develop, putting a lot of energy into something, you're going to find out what's going on. Things might be changing for the better. You have the Knight of Pentacles here. This could be an earth sign. And you have the King of Wands in the recent past. And that could be fire. That could be you, Aries. But the Knight of Pentacles represents someone who's been very methodical, has a goal and is willing to work toward that goal and not give up. And even though you may not be, so I feel like you might be working on some type of career project in December, or you have been, that's taking you along a different path. And even though you're not making a lot of money right now, it will come later. But I feel like you've been working really hard and you're coming to the end of a cycle of work where you're ready to put your burdens down. I feel like, because this is the card of someone who doesn't give up, someone who's very down to earth. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Maybe you're dating someone who's an earth sign, or someone who's very practical, very down to earth, very hardworking, maybe a little not exciting, as you know, not a party person, but someone who's there for you. You know, you can count on them. And you have this King of Wands. And this could be you. You might be evaluating the past, or looking back on the past. Because I feel, you know, the King is looking, this is the recent past, and the King is looking to the past. He's not looking to the future. So you might be going through some type of soul searching, or just thinking back on your life. And you might be a little bit stuck in the past, because you have the Five of Cups here, where you might be having some regrets about a relationship that might be, for some of you, a relationship might be a little bit unstable right now. This is a card of regret. Like maybe you're just reviewing your life and thinking, you know, I wish I had handled things differently. You're focusing on your losses, because the Three Cups are spilled, but you still have these Two Cups behind you, but you're not looking at that. You're not looking at what you have that you can be happy with. You're focusing on the loss. Like, oh, I'm sorry I lost these things, or I'm sorry I lost that relationship, or I'm sorry about the way things worked out. I wish things had ended differently. Well, Mercury's retrograde still in December, until the 6th. So it's possible that you could connect with some people from the past. Sometimes the Nine of Wands can bring that. Because this is usually a problem that you thought you had solved, that you were done with, that everything is resolved. It comes back to be dealt with again. And you're defending your position. So it could be that you're being accused of something, or you have to defend your position and stick up for what you believe in. It also is, it can represent a goal that you've been working hard to achieve. You have this Ten of Wands here too, the 9, and then it ends in the 10. And this is a card of, you might be feeling like, I just want to give up. I'm just tired of the fight. I'm tired of the struggle. And I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. And, you know, so you might be down on yourself a little bit. Especially with this Five of Cups here, where you're feeling this sense of regret. But this is a card of that says, don't give up, you're so close. You know, a lot of times people quit just before they're about to win. And if they knew, if they would just hung in a little bit longer, they would have had what they were working, they would have reached their goal. So if there's a relationship that you feel like is going through a difficult period, maybe you don't want to give up. Maybe you want to focus, instead of on the negative, focus on the positive. Focus what you still have. Even though you may have suffered losses and there may have been endings. If something has ended, let it go. Don't focus on it. Don't dwell on it. Focus on what you have now that you can build on. Because you're stuck in the past. I feel like you're stuck in the past. You're not looking at the future. You're not looking at where you need to go. You're looking at where you've been and regretting some behaviors or whatever. But this is a card of, like, victory is coming if you don't quit, if you don't give up. Keep your dream alive and you can achieve it. Now, the Ten of Wands, this is a card in your negative thinking sector. So you might be feeling like, I'm carrying this heavy load and I just want to put it down. It could be a relationship that's been stressing you out. It could be work. You have a lot of responsibilities. But you just feel like you're just tired of the burden, tired of the struggle. Six of Pentacles is in your environment. So this card comes up when there's an imbalance in a relationship. When one person is doing all the work, one person is doing all the giving. There could be someone in your life. So it could be either you doing the giving or the other person. But whatever it is, one person needs to step up to the plate. The person who, so you need to fix that imbalance. You might be dealing with someone who's very giving and has been giving a lot to you. And maybe, I don't know, have you reciprocated? Have you appreciated this help? If not, now would be a good time to let them know how valuable they are in your life. If this is you doing all the giving, then you have to start setting some boundaries because you're getting burnt out. Someone is getting burnt out from giving. Part of it might be also this Eight of Pentacles here. This is a card of the Apprentice. So you're ready for like a new, it's like you're finishing up, you're tying up loose ends and you're ready to embark on something new. This is a card of taking a different direction with your career. Like you might be learning some new things. And it's work. It's been a lot of work. You're on a new path and you're learning a lot. And it's been fun and exciting, but at the same time it's been very tiring. You feel like you have a lot of burdens. There's a lot of work to be done. But it's going to lead to this Wheel of Fortune, this change of your fortune. It may have brought you financial success, all your hard work, but now it's time for you to focus on relationship. But you have to think about, what do I really want? And you have to release the past. If you're holding on to the past, you're not seeing what's available to you in the present or even in the future. And the Ten of Swords as an outcome. Something is coming to an end. You may decide that a relationship isn't what, you just don't have the energy for it anymore. It could be a relationship, it could be a career path. There's a goal that you feel, I just can't give this any more energy. I'm done. I've come to the end of the line. I just don't have the strength to go on. If something does come to an end, in a way that's good, because, maybe you need to release the past and admit that something has ended, that some cycle is over. And just thinking about it and dwelling on it, it's not allowing you to move on. It's not allowing you to move forward to better things. This is the promise, this Wheel of Fortune. But if you don't make room for the new, you're going to be stuck in the past. You're going to miss this opportunity. Because the Ten of Swords is like, I'm just done. I can't give this any more energy. I need a break. It's over. But there's the sun is rising on the horizon. There's a new dawn coming. There's a promise of a new beginning, a tomorrow. You know how they say tomorrow is gonna be a better, brighter day. When you come to the Ten of Swords, it means that your troubles are over. Like whatever's been stressing you out is ending. It's over. You have these two tens. You can put down your burdens in December. But I think it's connected somehow to the past. Maybe you have to finally bury the past. Admit that some cycle of your life is over. And if you've been pining away over, past love or a past relationship, maybe someone you haven't seen in years and you're still carrying a torch for someone. And you've been alone for a long time. And you need to put an end to that. You need to say, you know what? I need to take care of me. I need to start thinking about, let me look to the future. Stop living in the past. You have the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of also learning how to take care of yourself, not just others. It's good to give. And it's good to receive. But you also have to learn what your limits are and not overwork yourself. And give yourself rest when you need it. So I feel like you're definitely coming to an end of a cycle. Let's see. Let's see what the astrology has to say. So the new moon in Sag falls in the 9th house. And it's squaring Mars and Neptune in the 12th house. So with Mars and Neptune in the 12th house, you've been going through a dark night of the soul. Neptune in the 12th house is like a spiritual, like you needing to take time out to think, you know, what's the meaning of life? Where do I fit in? What do I need to do with my life? And so you might have been like hibernating or pulling back from socializing. And with Mars in the 12th, your energy is just not there. It's hidden. It's weakened, especially in Pisces. It also can represent Mars in the 12th, unrepressed anger. So if you're upset about something, but you're not dealing with it, you're choosing not to deal with it, and you're burying it, and it's maybe you're going through a depression because of it, because repressed anger is often expressed as depression. But you have this new beginning with this new moon in Sag in the 9th house. It's home in its 9th house. You have a new, maybe you should take a trip or learn something new. The 9th house is higher education, long distance travel, communication on a global scale. So maybe to get out of your funk, you should go on a vacation somewhere, take a trip, or call, deal with people from, maybe you're starting something new that has to do with education, teaching, learning. And that will get you out of the funk. That will give you a purpose. And it will also bring more excitement to your life. It'll take you out of the doldrums and give you a purpose. So, Uranus is squaring the North Node. Uranus is in Aries, in your sign. It's making its last couple of months in Aries before it moves into Taurus. And it's squaring the North Node. The North Node's in Cancer now. It's a time of healing. For you, that's your 4th house. So maybe you need to heal some childhood wounds and release the wounds of childhood so you can move forward in life, so you can find your true purpose. Mercury's forming a grand trine with Chiron and the North Node. I don't know if you can consider a North Node as part of a grand trine, but in any case, there is a grand trine. So this is a planet of communication, and Chiron is the wounded healer, and it's in Pisces. Mercury's in Scorpio, so you have to go deep. And Mercury right now is in your 8th house. I feel like December for Aries is going to be a time of healing, confronting things that you may have not wanted to face. Maybe there are some sensitive issues that are weighing on you, that are in your subconscious that you need to deal with. Release them or communicate them with Mercury. And with Chiron, by bringing them to the surface and releasing them, you can heal. And then take the knowledge that you've learned from that healing and teach others or heal others through your words, because Mercury is communication, it's thinking. And the North Node is in Cancer. It's time to nurture yourself. It's time to nurture that inner child, to heal the wounds of childhood. I feel like that's what's going to be happening in December for Aries, that you're healing these ancient wounds so that you can finally release them and put them to bed, bury them. Okay, realize that cycle is over, and now I'm getting ready for this new opportunity, a new beginning, a change in fortune. So don't be afraid to release in December. Don't be afraid to take time out. I know December is like a holiday time for a lot of people, Christmas and different holidays, Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Solstice. It's a very festive time, and it's the end of the year too. So people usually get depressed at the end of the year. You start to evaluate life. Where am I? And if you're not where you want to be, or if you're not in the relationship you want to be in, you start to feel depressed and discouraged. But this card is saying, these cards are saying, and even the astrology is, don't be discouraged. Find where you need to heal. Don't be afraid to look at your wounds. Deal with the truth that you've been hiding from yourself. and work towards healing, work towards releasing. And so you can get on a better path. So you can embrace the new year and the opportunities that it's going to bring. But it's going to mean accepting that something has ended, that something is over, that you need to release. And that release will set you free to embrace a new year and a new beginning. So that's my forecast for December, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can just click on the link in the description box. And it'll take you to my website and we can work together. In the meantime, have a Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Solstice. Whatever you're celebrating, remember to celebrate you. And take care of yourself. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye.